Did you hear the news? Metro PCS is now Metro by T-Mobile. Now you get new plans with unlimited high-speed data all month long, all on the T-Mobile network. Check out the new Metro by T-Mobile today and discover the smarter way to get unlimited. Metro by T-Mobile. That's genius. During congestion, the fraction of customers using greater than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus some T-Mobile customers. Video streams at 480p. Coverage not available in some areas. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and you are listening to No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1257. Welcome to the number one show in Apple Podcasts. More episodes than any other show. And this one, show about job search, I should say. And today's show answers a question, why do recruiters ask about the interviews I've been on? Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it a great review. And we're just going to dive in and let's get going.
So I want to answer a question that someone sent to me. Why is it that recruiters ask me about the places I've interviewed? You know, they may ask me about the numbers of places, where I've met, stuff along those lines. And I'll simply say that there are many reasons why recruiters do this. Some of them are completely innocuous, and then there are the others. So starting with the innocuous ones, they want to figure out how active you are in your search and how far along you are. So what they're trying to find out here is, have you been on 15 interviews and been turned down? Been on 15 interviews, you're close to an offer. If you're close to an offer, the likelihood is their client isn't going to move fast enough to be competitive. So they're trying to do that kind of reconnaissance right out of the box. They also want to find out if you've interviewed with their client. Now, you may just simply say, why don't they just ask me who they're representing and I'll tell them. And the answer is because sometimes people are thieves, just like recruiters are sometimes perceived that way as well. We'll get to that in a second. And here's the scenario that comes up. I know it's happened to me way too often, unless I stop being forthright. You know, I say my client is blah, blah, blah company. Obviously, if there's a company by that name, I just made it up on the spot. This in no way represents blah, blah, blah company. So I'll simply say that, you know, I ask, where have you been on interviews? Or my client is blah, blah, blah company, and their next phone call or contact is to blah, blah, blah to try and get the interview without me. I wouldn't do that. You think to yourself, well, how do I know that? It certainly didn't seem that way in the 4 instances that cost me over $100,000 that I know it happened to me, and I'm sure there were other instances of it happening too. I only caught 4, and that was over $100,000 25 years ago. So I'm sure it happened more than that because things just happen. So, you know, I'm not forthright about it. I'd rather hear it from you as to where you're interviewing so that I can determine whether or not you're meeting with my client. They also want to see if you've gotten any offers yet, what you liked and disliked about the firms that you interviewed with, so that in this way, they can learn from your experiences how you evaluate and assess things. And the last thing I'm going to bring up for today is they want to get leads of firms that are hiring. This is one of those slippery cases where recruiters take the information that you provide in the interview and try and convert it for their benefit. Like job hunters who steal that information and act on it, well, recruiters do the same thing. So if you want to avoid that, just simply say, well, I interviewed with a financial firm or a manufacturing firm or a consulting firm. You know, I was talking with them about such and such type of position. And it seemed interesting, but, you know, they chose someone else. You know, I got there a little late to the party. There was someone further along. We didn't really get far because they wasn't making an offer in a week's time. And they asked, what firm was that? I prefer not really mentioning it. No disrespect intended, but I've had instances where recruiters have immediately contacted the firm that I mentioned, and it's cost me opportunities. And if they start to debate you with it, just simply politely say, look, I'm not going to identify who the firm is. It doesn't benefit me, and I'm certainly not going to tell you who the hiring manager is either. So those are the reasons why recruiters do it. Most of them are completely innocuous, and then there's that last one. So I've given you a way to duck the specifics of the answer.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, here are a few ways to get even more from me. First of all, visit my website, www.thebiggamehunter.us. I have several thousand blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated my information with a focus on interviewing. If you have a few questions, contact me through the Magnify app for iOS. That's Magnify with an I at the end, or PrestoExperts.com, where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, speaking with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help with a salary negotiation, my trusted advisor services, as well as scheduling me for Magnify or for PrestoExperts.com. Like you, I don't work for free. You can also take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands of courses, not just simply mine. It is a great resource in a variety of different areas. Subscribe to my other podcast, which is called Job Search Radio. This one is number 1 in Apple Podcasts. Job Search Radio is number 2. Subscribe to both. You will get great information 7 days a week from this show, 6 days a week from the other. Lastly, I want to encourage you to join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 500 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're building a supportive group there to provide advice and counsel during difficult times. Again, the group on Facebook is called Career Angles. I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Be great!
Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.
Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.